I think the first thing foundations should really think is, what is their mission? The mission they have given themselves, either through someone who set up the foundation, or maybe they have gone through a process of establishing their mission, and then always making sure this is relevant. So I think you have to find a good balance between the long haul and stick to it, but always make it relevant, and really test yourself all the time against that mission. And if it really has become, if you really fulfilled your mission, then maybe you can close the foundation. It can happen. I mean, certain things, certain problems get solved, and then maybe you have to close the foundation, which would be quite a good thing to do. But then I think our mission isn't fulfilled, so I think we still need a few things to be done. So I think ideally moving into what can foundations do, I think in fact they are flexible. They could be. That's what they should be. Because um, they are not accountable to taxpayers and whatever. They can be more agile, and they should, especially in these times. And that is one of the key things foundations could and should do, I would say. And especially in these times, they can be much closer to their partners and grantees, and develop things together with them. They can be very creative and test run certain things which bigger organizations cannot so easily do, because of lack of money, or because of certain accountability issues, or so. So I think there's lots foundations can do, but unfortunately, some of them have forgotten that they have all these possibilities.
Well, let me say one thing I think we should be thinking seriously about and trying to pitch somehow. I've always been obsessed with the idea of confiscated resources. Now is a time when they're confiscating left, right, and center. And frankly, some of those resources could be deployed for children, for the well-being of children, for the mental health of children, so on, if one could get one's hands on those resources. And I do think that the European Cultural Foundation could have a very legitimate claim to some resources that are confiscated, if they're going to be deployed around kids and about the well-being of kids and mental health. You know what I'm saying? Or you find something that actually cultural agents who are somehow removed from their homes and all the rest of it have some place to perform, or are encouraged to do it. So I think on a limited basis, this is something that we need to test. And I would urge us to say, let's put ourselves in there and say, look, if you're doing this, let's use these resources. Let's not keep them in a bank somewhere. I've always been obsessed with, where do you find the next set of resources? And seems to me that there is going to be increasingly opportunities for some privatization of public resources. And obviously the best examples of that are in the Fondazione per il Sud, that have been doing this with they've been taking over mafia houses, turning them over to restaurants or hotels or inns or places for people to stay, some small hotels. All of that is, is possible. The question is, do we have the aptitude and the resource, or can we ally ourselves with an organization that has done this and could do it again? And again, I was thinking of the Fondazione con il Sud, because it would also attract the interest of Italian foundations. But can we go to an expert that has done this with confiscated resources and say, okay, we'll approach the European Union and say, if there are any resources available like this, would you like to use them in a nice, strong way And can we be entrusted with that?